Good morning, Lancaster Catholic. I'm Sarah Hartman.
And I'm Connor O'Grady.
It's Friday, February 6th.
Day A, rotation 8-9.
This is the Week in Review, a special edition of the morning show.
Most teens don't pay much attention to national politics, but this might be of interest. In 2016, many of us will be able to cast our first vote for the President of the United States, but we won't be voting for Mitt Romney. The Republican presidential nominee in 2012 announced he is not going to run in 2016, leaving the GOP field wide open. This would have been Romney's third try for the White House. No one has declared yet for the Democrats, although former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is considered the unofficial frontrunner.
Her successor in the State Department got into a little trouble with his hometown. Boston, which recently got buried in 2 feet of snow, issued a citation to Secretary of State John Kerry for not clearing his sidewalks. It didn't seem to matter that Kerry was on a diplomatic mission overseas at the time. The Secretary of State office says he will pay the $50 fine.
The Lancaster economy may get a big boost if plans are approved to expand the Marriott Hotel downtown. Developers want to tear down 3 adjoining buildings on East King Street and build an annex to the hotel that would add nearly 100 rooms. Supporters say this would draw bigger conventions and add tourist dollars to Lancaster's economy.
The early dismissal Monday, because of the weather, forced a lot of our students to miss the rally celebrating a Pennsylvania tax credit. Why is this important to us? Well, Bishop Gaynor says the tax credit that businesses can get raised $3 million for scholarships in the Harrisburg Diocese. More than $500,000 of that came to Lancaster Catholic. Did you know that over half of the students at LCHS get some form of financial aid? So it's really a big deal. As part of the celebration, a delegation from Lancaster Catholic visited Harrisburg and met with some of Lancaster's elected officials. Mariana Torres from the broadcast team was among them.
Got milk? Coca-Cola does. The beverage giant announced that it will begin selling protein-boosted milk next month. It will be lactose-free, contains more calcium and less sugar than regular milk. It will also cost twice as much per gallon. Coke is getting into the dairy business as sales for soft drinks continue to plunge.
50 years after Harper Lee wrote the award-winning To Kill a Mockingbird, the 88-year-old author is releasing her second book. It's a sequel titled Go Set a Watchman. Atticus Finch's young daughter is now a grown woman and goes back to visit him in their hometown. The reclusive author actually wrote this novel first, and then went on to write To Kill a Mockingbird, which sold 40 million copies worldwide. The new release comes out July 14th.
The nation's most famous groundhog has spoken. On February 2nd, Groundhog Day, Punxsutawney Phil emerged from his lair in western Pennsylvania. And guess what? He saw his shadow, meaning we are in for 6 more weeks of winter. However, Lancaster County's own Octorora Orphy did not see his shadow and says there will be an early spring.
Jimmy, the groundhog in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, also predicts an early spring. But that's not why he made the news this week. It was how he delivered the prediction to the mayor.
All right, everybody, welcome to Jimmy the Groundhog.
He says that...
Ouch! I wouldn't want that close to me.
Don't forget that whatever the groundhog says, spring officially arrives March 20th, which happens to be 6 weeks away.
That's the Week in Review.
Have a great weekend, Crusaders.